Hello people on the internet, the Rocket 360 here, and I'm back for another review. And today we're reviewing another Transformers 2007 for you guys. Today we're reviewing the Transformers 2007 Voyager class Ratchet. Now I did actually got this guy in Macari and stuff. This is actually like literally my second figure, and what I mean by that is the poster's falling down. Ignore that. Anyways. Like I was saying, I did actually body Voyager Ratchet like a couple months ago and stuff. He was actually incomplete and stuff. He was missing the thing that formed the gun and the thing to cover up the head and the two back bumper and stuff. Yeah, and so I bought another one. It came with Ironhide and the Ben and another character and stuff. He was fully complete for say he was missing the claw, so luckily I did actually have the claw, so now I actually have a complete Ratchet and a good price. Anyways, let's begin, shall we? So here we actually got the Voyager Ratchet in all his glory. He does transform to this green Hummer and stuff, which is an ambulance and stuff. And so far, vehicle mode looks amazing. It looks accurate to the movie and stuff, and I do love the vehicle mode a lot and stuff. Let's get started, shall we? We take quickly in the front right here, so I think you can see the word Hummer right there. Yeah, I think you can see it right here. It looks nice. It looks like the actual vehicle mode and like in the movie and stuff. So the front looks nice. It actually has a nice painted light right here. Some more silver light right here. The front actually has a nice black paint to it and stuff. Looks amazing. Actually, they have some nice silver like lighting right here and stuff. And I do love that. Has some more light paint right here. So yeah, in the front actually have some nice couple of detail right here, but yeah, some more detail right here and some more detail right here, which I wish it was painted, but it is an old 2007 figure. What can you do? It does actually have this nice blue windows right here, this clear window. Yeah, you can see the robo bits inside the robo mode, which it does get annoying sometimes, but it is an old figure anyways. But yeah, anyways, move right here. We actually have some nice detail right here in the sculpt right here they did. Hasbro did an amazing job with this figure back in the day. And right here, you actually have some red line and stuff. You got an Autoball logo right here. You can read right here. Yeah, it is a bit scratched up right here. And right here is kind of a lot of words right here, unfortunately. So yeah, so mine's actually a bit scratched. I still actually had the second Ratchet, so I'm actually like swapped the parts off screen, but honestly, you know what, never mind. I don't mind and stuff. Besides, he's just gonna be in robo mode all the time, so I don't really mind this, to be honest. But yeah. So yeah, you actually have some red lines and stuff. And some more like texturing and stuff. I do love that. And the wheels right here look amazing. But I do love that. Has some more decal right here and stuff. And moving to the top. You actually got this like this cage thing, or I don't know what's called. You actually have some nice headlight right here, some red light right here. Looks amazing. And you actually do have some nice wheel detail right here and stuff. Oops. Anyways, in the back, you actually have some nice like detail right here and some more detail right here and stuff. Fortunately, no window right here, but it is what it is. The back of it looks amazing and stuff. Like everything about it looks amazing. So yeah, these roll up pretty well and stuff. But yeah, anyways, for some comparison, I compared this guy a lot and stuff in every video. But why not? It makes sense. So here's with his partner Bumblebee right here. Look at that. Anyways, down for transformation, shall we? Before we do, let me just lift the camera up before we get down to transformation. There we go. First thing first, you want to like remove this. Give you guys thought. Oh, damn! It came off. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to fix that off screen. No, not part of the plan. Anyways, let's start, shall we? So, remove that and stuff. I guess This is a bit loose sometimes, but yeah. I guess we could actually get the arms out of the way and stuff. You want to move these right here, like so. And you want to move these arms right here. Move it right here, like so. And let's get to the back right here. And let's get the legs out of the way right here. Let's move these feet right here. And you want to separate these and and you want to move these right here, like so. Oh man, he's a big voyager, so I didn't expect him to be that big. Anyways, just give me a minute. I'm just lift this camera a bit more up. There we go. Okay, so I guess right now we can actually just move these right here. And move this right here. Like so, and get these legs out of the way. Okay, hold on. Alright, let's just... Okay, there we go. Alright, let's just make sure everything's lined up right now. Alright, I think everything's lined up, so, well, I think, I'm not sure, but, move the arms like this, like so, and move it like this. And repeat the exact same thing from here. And okay, so okay, I don't know about this right here, this bumper here, the back bumper. I think you just leave it like that. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you just leave it like that. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we're done. Yes, we're done. So, in my opinion, yeah, we're done and stuff. So, here we actually got the Transformer 2007 Voyager class ratchet in his robot mode. And surprisingly, this guy actually is amazing. For an old, like, 2007 figure, yes. He is a bit blocky and stuff. Which, almost all the figures, well, mostly just, well, most of the figures are not accurate to the movie and stuff. Like Ratchet, for example, they made him a bit blocky and stuff, which Ratchet was not really blocky. But and again, that was like Hasbro's first time making the live-action Transformers movies and stuff. So they gotta work where they actually have to work, you know, in the time. And keep in mind, they have to use concept art for reference and stuff. But surprisingly, this guy actually still holds up to this day. But anyways, let's begin, shall we? By the way, both of the things came off and stuff. Look at that. I think I'm gonna have to fix that up after the video. Okay, I got one of them in. Let me try to get the other one. Okay, never mind. They both came off again. But anyways, I'll fix that later. Anyways, let's begin, shall we? So let's take clearly the let's look at the head sculpt real quick. So the head sculpt looks amazing and stuff. It is actually it's nicely painted and stuff. Actually has some nice shoulder paint right here and stuff, and actually has some nice red line in his forehead, well, the top of his head right here. It has some couple of red paint and stuff. Head sculpt wise looks amazing and stuff. So the detail on this guy looks amazing, so I do love that and stuff. But yeah, you do actually have this like this clear back thing where you can actually light up the lights and the eyes and stuff. But yeah, in the back right here, you actually have Yeah, there's some couple junks there and there, but it's not really that much noticeable, to be honest. By the way, so I try to, if you guys like, you can actually have the wheel over here, just like in the movie. There we go. There we go. Here's your movie hacker here. Yeah. Anyways, you know, I did see some people did some mods, or like some mods, like where they put some of these parts right here. I don't know where they go. I'm guessing there's like pegs, but you know, I don't want to do that right now. But yeah. But anyways, so yeah, he does actually have some bit of back cable and stuff, but it doesn't really bug me too much because it is an old figure anyways. So look at it. Let's take closely in the chest. So the chest is literally the vehicle mode. First it's actually upside down, which is actually inaccurate to the movie. I wish there was like a thing you can actually move it around just like how they did with the Dark of the Moon ratchet, but and again, they didn't actually have the engineer for that in the time. You actually have some nice sculpt details right here and stuff, so mechanical details, so I do love that and stuff, which is amazing. Yeah, you actually have some wheels right here, it does get in the way, but it is what it is, you know. The shoulder is quite simple and stuff, has some nice paint right here, some red lines right here. Actually has some nice sculpted detail right here. And right here actually has some nice mechanical detail, which unfortunately is actually unpainted and stuff, but yeah. And right here actually has some more like a mechanical detail right here, which the detail on this looks amazing and stuff. I do love that. And you actually have some nice hand detail right here. Hasbro did an amazing job. And you actually have some more mechanical detail right here, which it looks fantastic. Honestly, for an old figure and stuff. Still holds up to this day in my opinion, but yeah. And right here, actually have some more detail right here, some more paint sculpt detail right here. So I do love that. You do actually have a weapon peg for the claw thing. And some more mechanical details. Now the arms are a bit different. If you can see, kind of. They're similar, but they're different. And I'll show that off later. So the legs are actually quite simple right here. Have some silver paint in the crotch part right here. Some mechanical detail right here, which unfortunately is unpainted. The wheels, you actually have some nice wheels right here. So yeah, the whole thing is a bit blocky and stuff. Have a nice mechanical detail right here and stuff. Some more like detail right here. And the feet looks nice and stuff, so I do love that and stuff. And right here, you actually have a nice mechanical detail right here. In the back, some more detail and stuff, but yeah. But anyway, oh yeah, there's some detail right here and stuff. And yeah, he's quite simple and stuff for a blocky figure, you know. For articulation wise, head is actually, there's no bulge in it, but it can only swivel. Arms can move like this. This can move like this. Legs can move like this. No sword right here. I have some like fit some torque joint articulation, but it's still limited, you know. It's a bit limited a lot, you know. But yeah. Anyways, he did came with an accessory, which is like, you know, the claw. Okay, let me try to fix it. Okay, I might do this off screen, you know. I don't mostly like doing stuff off screen, keep in mind. Okay, let me try to fix it, maybe if I can do it off screen. Okay, hold on. Yeah. It's gonna be a bit hard, you know, to do this. You know what, just to get a good reference. Yeah, this is how the claw thing's supposed to be. Just like that, similar, you know. But yeah. Anyways, matter like how I mentioned, like the arms are different. Here's what I mean. You want to move these and like transform it like this, like so. I guess you can form like a gun and stuff because it does look like a gun, or you can do it like this. It looks a bit weird, but I think it's supposed to be like a healing weapon, I'm guessing. It looks a bit weird. And it's kind of lazy, but mostly like to do it like this, you know. To look like a gun right here. But yeah. Anyways, for size comparison, because why not? Because we need to do size comparison. Let me get something real quick. Okay. For size comparison, like I keep running this guy a lot. So here's with Jolt right here. The first thing I bought in Macari. Look at that. They look nice together. And here is with the Voyager ratchet. I mean, not Voyager, but deluxe ratchet from Hunter for the Decepticon. I'm still gonna try to get the yellow variant. I did found one at a good price and Macari, but unfortunately it does not come with any weapons. But honestly, I can care less, to be honest. But yeah, I'll probably buy one without the weapon, to be honest. I'll probably buy the weapon separately. Anyways, what I recommend this figure, if you're actually a nostalgia fan, I do recommend it. Now, yes, granted, I never actually had this figure when I was a kid, but this still feels nostalgia, you know, having this. Even though I never owned this as a kid, but it still feels nostalgia, dude. Because like I said, I'm trying to like build my collection dream with like buying all the Transformers mainline toy line from the original Michael Bay toy line. I'm only doing just 07 Revenge of the Fallen, Hunt for the Decepticon. Dark of the Moon, a little bit. I'm skipping Age of Extinction the last night. Because I'm sorry, those two toy lines sucks, you know. Like that, I'm only doing 07 Revenge of the Fallen and Hunt for Decepticons. And a bit of Dark of the Moon. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll try to do more reviews more in the future. Love to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye.